Joining us at the table to talk weight loss and all that good stuff is our very own super qualified nutritionist from Sanatarium Health and Wellbeing, and also our new bestie, Trish Guy. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's great to be here today.
I think my question is breastfeeding. As a mum, I know when I was breastfeeding, I was so hungry. I could eat like a horse and maybe its calf and, you know, the offspring.
It's true.
How do you portion size, you know, or how do you carve that kind of hunger?
Well, I think the important thing to remember when you're breastfeeding, you are making the most important food for the most important person in your life at the time, your little baby. So it's not a time to worry about your weight. Your body will naturally help
I like you already.
lose that weight.
How did we know that?
Yeah.
Okay. I like you because you have food on the table.
Oh yes, it smells quite nice.
So tell me, obviously a lot of people, pretty much everyone that goes on a diet, struggles to lose weight. Why is it so hard to lose weight? And are there any fad diets at the moment we should know about?
There's probably different reasons for different people when they may struggle to lose weight, but some of the common reasons could be that snacking can be a real problem, and we're becoming a real nation of snackers, and this kilojoules in snack can add up really quickly over the day. I've got an example here of a slice of banana bread, which is actually probably a lot smaller than the piece you'd see in your cafe, but the actual number of kilojoules in that one slice of banana bread, you'd actually have to eat 3 whole bananas.
Yeah.
So you can see that.
So you can hold up the banana bread there and see.
That's pretty small.
That's
a tiny piece of banana bread. It doesn't even have any butter on it.
No, that's not even going to touch my sides.
Yeah. So if snacking can be quite helpful, but the important thing to remember when you're snacking is to choose really good snacks like fresh fruit, veggies, even a whole grain cracker with a bit of peanut butter or hummus. Really getting in some whole foods, using it as a chance to get some extra veggies in over the day, and just being really mindful of the snacks.
Now, Tricia, sometimes people really want to lose weight, but they have no idea where to start and they feel overwhelmed. What should they do when they get in that situation?
Yeah, well, I guess being a dietitian, I really would recommend people, if they can, see an accredited practicing dietitian, because they can work with you to help you come up with goals and strategies that work for you, your lifestyle and your family. So that is a really great place to start if you can do that. But I think a good thing to remember is that, none of us put on a lot of weight in a very short period of time.
Really?
Yeah. Seriously. So it can be quite hard to expect you to be able to lose that weight really quickly. So I think making some small changes, starting off small, and making some changes that you can stick with for the rest of your life is really important. So rather than finding a crash diet, something that will fix the problem really quickly, looking to make changes that you can stick with for the long term, and changes that fit in with your family as well.
Now, a friend and I were having a discussion the other day about the cost of all this, the food, the quinoa and the kale and everything else. How do we get around the costs and things like that?
Well, there are certainly lots of trendy foods out there, as you say, like the kale and the quinoa. And, if you can afford them and if you do enjoy them, that's great. But the good news is that lots of the fruits and veggies, grain and other grain foods that, we've been eating for a long time, they are just as good for us. So, any other cruciferous vegetable, broccoli or cauliflower or other leafy greens like good old silver beet, they're just as nutritious as kale and some of these other trendier foods. Foods like wholemeal bread and whole grain crackers, oats and muesli for breakfast, and wheat bix, you don't need to buy the expensive quinoa.
And I suppose we could always grow it in our own gardens, couldn't we?
Absolutely, and that's a great way to get some extra exercise as well. That's another important tip for helping you to lose the weight, is to try and find ways to keep active.
Thanks so much for that, Trish. I think I'm going to be avoiding banana bread from now on.